So I was kind of like, okay, should I do this? I don't know. So quickly, once I started doing it, I realized how special it was.
Brittney, let me see something real quick. Brick, thank you. Get the hell out of here.
What's happened over the last couple of years is everybody has now understood, no, the WNBA is cool.
Ryan Ruocco just threw the whole WNBA into total chaos. The same guy who's been the league's voice for over a decade, the one calling every big game, defending every player, hyping every move, is now turning around and demanding Brittney Griner be kicked out of the league. And this ain't some wild rumor either. Ryan's saying he's got proof, actual graphic photos that he claims
naive to the gem of a project it is to work on from a broadcasting standpoint.
Yeah.
And I was naive to how wonderful the league is and how incredible the basketball is. When I was first asked about it, and I've been honest about this, I kind of was like, okay, that's cool, but I'm already doing NBA. Like, why is this such a great gig for me?
Right.
And there were people inside ESPN, I'll give credit to Lori Orlando and Tim McCarthy, who were really like, trust us. You're going to love this. You're going to love working with Rebecca Lobo, and this league is awesome to work on. And they were 100% right. And it did not take me long to appreciate how awesome the basketball was, how incredible it is to work with Rebecca and Holly, which it's just working with them is one of my favorite things in life, never mind in work.
Names show Brittney isn't biologically female. And he's not just talking, he's doubling down. This is the dude who's had the WNBA's back through everything. When folks were clowning the league, he was the one shouting, "This is just the beginning."
Perception has changed a lot in the 10 years that I've been doing this. I definitely sense, I sense a very different perception about the league compared to when I started. Just people understanding the value of it, understanding the way these women have such powerful voices, such beautiful hearts, and a willingness to continue to show both of them.
When nobody cared, he was still showing up. So now, if he's the one dropping receipts, that's not just drama, it's a full-blown crisis. Ryan really believes the only way to save the league is to get Brittney out. Period. But Ryan ain't the only one turning heads. Angel Reese's fans just jumped into the mess, and they are not playing. They're blowing up the internet, calling out what they see as straight-up double standards. They're saying the league protected Griner for years, no questions asked. But now that Caitlin Clark is pulling in record-breaking cash and sponsors, suddenly the WNBA wants to act like it's cleaning house? Fans are calling it fake. Some of Reese's biggest supporters are saying the league is just playing both sides, using the drama to sell tickets while pretending they care about fixing the game. They're even talking about full-on boycotts if the league keeps acting like this cleanup is about morals instead of money. And this loyalty, it ain't random. Ryan has always backed these women. He's been out here saying they're the perfect faces for the league. Smart, tough, marketable. He rode with them when games were half empty and sponsors barely showed up. Through all that, he stayed loyal because he believed in what they stood for. Now the league's finally blowing up with megastars like Caitlin Clark putting up crazy numbers, stuff nobody thought the W could ever pull off. That's why this whole Brittney situation hits different. Ryan's not some outsider throwing shots. He's a dude who bet his whole name on the WNBA making it big. And now, just when the league's breaking through, something like this threatens to drag it all back down. The rumors about Griner, they've been floating for years. But now that the league's finally in the spotlight, those whispers have turned into full-on headlines. And that's got people nervous. Ryan's seen the WNBA crawl out of the joke zone, back when people made fun of it like it was a punchline. Now it's got actual respect, real fans, and major deals. That's why he ain't sitting this one out. Insiders are saying those picks didn't leak by accident. Nah, Ryan wanted them out. He wanted to force the league to finally take a stance, even if it meant blowing up his own career in the process. And let's talk about that IG video. that's what really lit the fire. A clip started trending showing Griner with her chest completely uncovered, and that's when everything exploded. People weren't just gossiping anymore, they were demanding answers. For Ryan, that video was the final straw. He's not trying to let this scandal unravel everything the W's built, especially now, with the world finally watching. At this point, it wasn't just whispers anymore. The WNBA was in full-on crisis mode. Every headline, every post, every sports show was locked in on Brittney Griner. And just when things seemed like they couldn't get any wilder, Ryan Ruocco dropped the bomb. Graphic pics, personal files, stuff that made it impossible for the league to look the other way. By the next morning, the front office was scrambling. Emergency meetings were called before the sun even came up. This wasn't just about Griner, it was about everything. The league's finally raking in real money. Sold-out arenas, TV ratings shooting through the roof, big-name sponsors throwing cash around. One wrong move now, it could all come crashing down in seconds. Just listen to this one clip. Ryan talked about how Chicago went from half-empty arenas to packed playoff crowds with straight-up finals energy. This is the WNBA's moment, and they know it. Behind the scenes, NBA execs, the ones pouring money and media muscle into the W, are reportedly sounding the alarm to Commissioner Cathy Engelbert. They're saying, lock this mess down, or we're pulling out. They don't care about public opinion, social media, or saving face. They care about Caitlin Clark, period. She's the moneymaker, the headline queen. And if this drama takes the spotlight off her, the whole bag's at risk. Ryan's made it crystal clear. Caitlin changed everything. He's called her a supernova, the one star powerful enough to shoot the WNBA into a whole new galaxy. That's why this scandal ain't just drama, it's war. And guess what? We still ain't hit the peak yet. Griner's team isn't just sitting back. Within hours of Ryan's post, her lawyers were out here calling it a full-blown smear job. They were threatening to sue him and anyone reposting the images. But let's be real. The damage was already done. The photos were out, the media was feasting, and public opinion was spinning out of control. And now, Adam Silver's name is getting dragged into the mix, and that changes everything. Ryan always said the WNBA wasn't just a job, it's a family. A tight circle of players, coaches, and media all fighting together for respect. But when stuff like this hits the fan, family loyalty gets tested. Adam Silver may not run the WNBA directly, but you already know, when it comes to league scandals, he does not play. Back in 2014, when Clippers owner Donald Sterling got caught making racist comments in private, Adam didn't flinch. He hit him with a lifetime ban, a $2.5 million fine, and forced the team to be sold. That's the kind of move that made people respect his leadership. So if Brittney did say something shady about Caitlin, even if it was off camera, once Adam gets involved, she's not walking away untouched. No chance. And don't expect Cathy Engelbert to handle this cleanly either. She's already been dragging her feet for years when it comes to drama control in the W. Even the players have been side-eyeing how she moves. People still haven't forgotten the way she handled that fan blow-up between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Instead of calling out the racist backlash, she compared it to a cute little rivalry. Like it was just Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson all over again. That right there? That's the moment fans and players point to as proof that Cathy doesn't take this stuff seriously. And now, insiders are saying Caitlin Clark's own team is pushing for new rules behind the scenes, especially when it comes to gender verification. They want things tightened up, official, and clear. Quietly, they're putting pressure on the league to make sure this never happens again. Insiders say league execs are panicking. Every single Brittney Griner headline is putting Caitlin Clark's rookie season at risk, and that means putting millions of dollars in sponsorship money on the line. Brands didn't sign up for this kind of chaos, and now fans online are starting to connect the dots too. Ryan didn't just light a fire, he forced this whole thing into the spotlight. And now, With Griner's name tied up in everything from sponsor drama to trust issues in the locker room, it's not just a personal issue, it's business, reputation, and survival all wrapped into one. The pressure's now falling hard on Adam Silver to jump in, because if he doesn't, this might spin way beyond just the WNBA. And the way it's going, we're just getting started. The league's money team is already in full-blown panic mode. Sponsors who came in just for the Caitlin Clark hype are threatening to back out right now if this Brittney mess isn't cleaned up fast. Sure, ticket sales might be up, but none of these big brands want their name next to controversy involving gender scandals or talk of slurs. That's not the image they paid for. And the first casualty? Ryan Ruocco himself. ESPN quietly yanked him from both NBA and WNBA broadcasts while the dust settles. Meanwhile, fans online are calling him the only one brave enough to speak on what everyone else is too scared to touch. But even though Ryan's catching heat, the fire's spreading fast, and Brittney's no longer the only one in the crosshairs. Now, other WNBA players are getting dragged into the storm. Fans and insiders are dropping names and saying the league's been secretly shielding certain players for years. Natasha Howard is catching heat for having a deeper voice and a muscular frame that sparked rumors forever. Then there's Isabel Harrison. Fans are claiming she had links to a private clinic rumored to offer hormone therapy. Even Mercedes Russell is getting pulled in because of old photos showing a dramatic transformation in her physique over just a few seasons. And now, it's trending! Fans are digging through every post, every photo, every stat line, trying to piece together what they think the league's been hiding. Natasha, Isabel, Mercedes, the internet's naming names, and it's getting loud! And things behind the scenes? Not looking any better. Whispers are growing that Cathy Engelbert might be on the chopping block. NBA leadership is reportedly considering bringing in someone new, someone they can control if Cathy can't stop this free fall. It's not confirmed, but the fact her name's even in the mix shows just how deep this goes. This isn't just one scandal anymore. This is a full-blown credibility crisis. The WNBA can't sweep it under the rug this time. With Ryan dropping receipts and more names getting thrown into the fire, the league's whole future is on the line. And what's next? It gets even darker. Just as people thought the drama couldn't get worse, another bombshell hit the internet, a leaked memo, allegedly from the WNBA's own legal department. The memo suggests the league might introduce mandatory gender testing for every player before next season, all to calm down sponsors and keep the league fair. It's not confirmed, but the second it surfaced, the internet exploded. Some fans are saying it's the only way to protect the league from another Ryan-style media disaster. But others? They're calling it the death of everything women's basketball has fought for. A total circus move. The backlash is wild. People are saying it would ruin the league's image, divide the locker rooms, and turn the WNBA into a sideshow. And with the chaos showing no signs of slowing, insiders are even whispering that the season itself could be delayed, or maybe even cut short if more names get exposed. This scandal isn't just messy, it's dangerous. And it's not done yet. And if players refuse that testing, then this ain't just about Brittney Griner anymore. This is a full-blown meltdown that could wipe out years of hard-fought progress in one brutal sweep. That's exactly why Ryan Ruocco is pushing this so hard, even if it means torching his own career. He said it himself. The WNBA's momentum is only just beginning, and he's not about to sit back and watch it all collapse. Meanwhile, Brittney's camp is still going hard, threatening lawsuits left and right. Cathy Engelbert? She's catching fire from every angle for letting this spiral out of control. And Adam Silver? Insiders say he's already preparing to step in personally, because what happens next could decide if the WNBA keeps rising or burns out for good. And just when you think it couldn't go any further, boom. Sources close to Ryan say he's still sitting on more receipts. We're talking major files, allegedly involving 2 current WNBA All-Stars. If those leaks hit the internet, this won't just be about Brittney. It could shake the whole league to the core. We're talking canceled games, lost sponsors, and maybe even an entire season in jeopardy. Worst case scenario? The WNBA's future, gone. All that momentum, all that progress, all that visibility, it could disappear overnight. This story's still unfolding and fast. So if you want to stay locked in on everything going down behind the scenes, make sure you hit that like, smash that subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single twist. Because if Ryan drops what he's holding next, it's game over.